Yeah, my name's Alex. I guess Alexander technically, but I was born in '89, but I moved to Atlanta in '96. Nothing to do with the Olympics, from London. That's where my whole family's from. Sister too is 2 years younger than me. We have the same birthday.
Forget it, have to try to lead them thoughts behind, resurrect them, their goon, and kill in my mind. With them wicked ways, make that killer unfold. It's not hard, just a tight tussle out. You got to learn to spread your clout. So we ball on all them haters, and you know they hate that. Pain and cocaine in the country ever fronted me. Give me a medal for fighting drug wars and being a real G. All they kicking out is 15 years in the penitentiary. Standing on my own, so gotta fight off this pressure. My state of mind won't stop till I find them buried treasures. Mac Universe, Snoopism.
I mean, I did drink stuff before, but probably my third year of college is when I started with drinking and some other maybe party substances, being more reliant on basically almost needing to do basically every day. And so probably when I was about 21 is when it started. I was realizing I was probably getting in some bad habits, and probably the worst that it was probably my first 3 years outside of college. I was just, one of my jobs I was able to kind of do from off campus and home, and it was just I was just in a very, very bad time and just very confused and depressed at a certain time up until probably 5 years ago, and I've kind of had, it's kind of, if you say, a religious, spiritual experience since then, which has kind of given me a different perspective, even though obviously I've still had a lot of hard stuff in my battles with it. But I have been to, probably 3 or 4 rehab facilities, like treatment facilities, like different varieties, of like country, secular, religious. So I've been on medicine for the last 4 months that just basically makes you sick if you drink, and you basically kind of, I think it's called aversion therapy, so you don't even want to drink because you just know you're going to get sick. So it actually helps me because you'd have to be an absolute idiot to want to go up in the hospital, so it's a very powerful drug. So, but I just, like, I'm English, so that's part of it, so I have a lot of my family, I have my grandmother died of it, and I don't know, it's just always been like a thing for me. So I was a big atheist growing up, and like read all the atheist books, and I have some family that was Christian. And basically when I was 24, September of like 2013, I basically felt like I had like a born again experience. So I would consider myself like, there's a couple experiences, but then I would basically say when I became born again Christian, basically September 2013. So I had to have an interesting story with that, but it is even, the most important thing to me. I mean, I even had times after that where I was even just doing like street ministry and stuff, and I was just kind of confused because I felt like, I didn't know what God wanted me to do. So I did a lot of like, silly things, but my intent was to try to do good, all of them. I mean, I guess maybe my intent, like sometimes, like I said, I don't always make the best decisions, but I can say that I genuinely have never backstabbed anybody in my life, and I do have good intent to help people. So I do think sometimes that aspect does get not overlooked or not given the credit that I feel like it deserves.
I don't smoke weed anymore.
I don't smoke. The only reason I've been doing it is because I haven't been drinking. So like,
same.
Like I've actually, like I said, I'm on Anavu, so if I have one drink, I drank last night for the first time ever. I had 5 or 6 drinks, and you're supposed to like literally after 2. But like that's how pissed off I was. But either way, it's been good for me. But I have been, like I said, I will have to catch up with you because I've had a lot of shit.
Definitely.
Like I said, I might be going.